Good morning, Blue Lilus. How you doing? Yesterday we talked about calling our representative, right? And one of you guys did, and you spoke with your Team Red member, and he said, well, Team Red put me here. They picked this, and so I have to go along with it, and I'm not obligated to listen to your political standpoint. And gross, you're still representing your entire constituency, not just the ones that picked you, but the ones that did not pick this. I know that we don't like to come to their rescue, but they didn't pick this. We told them that this is exactly what was going to happen, and you guys all called us crazy and said that we were catastrophizing. There's a website that's tracking P2025, and according to that website, all of the initiatives are already 50% complete in the last 5 months. You guys said it wasn't real. You made it sound like it was a fever dream that we had made up to scare your voters. And then following this party back in January, you put all of the authors into positions of power, and you are absolutely carrying that out. They did not pick this. You told them you weren't going to do it, and you did anyways. You told them that you were going to lower the cost of everything on day one, and that it was all these regulations and mavericks, inflationary practices that had led to the increased cost of goods. And the second that you got in there, you raised prices on everything. Just yesterday, the Joker got all butthurt because the UK isn't going to get rid of all of their windmills and replace it with oil instead. And he's talking about putting 50% tariffs on the entire EU. They didn't say anything about that. You swore up and down that you were not going to touch Social Security, Medicare, or Medicaid. You wore your love for veterans like a fucking hat. And the second that he got in there, you screwed all of them and you pretended like you never said that at all. So miss me with that nonsense, and you know that everything I'm saying is true because you can't even look them in the face. All of you have been instructed not to have town halls in your constituencies that are 80, 90% Team Red because you don't want them to tell you how much you have lied to them and cheated them and how it is affecting their everyday lives. You would rather do it at 1 o'clock in the morning like a wimp. You're all a bunch of freaking wimps. Yesterday, the Joker cut a whole bunch more people from our NatSec department because they're not pro-Joker enough. Do you really think that these people voted to just let us be sitting ducks? Did you tell them that we were no longer going to have a robust NatSec department that prevents us from being attacked from foreign nations? Because I don't remember that commercial. Did you tell them that you were going to give Dark Batman keys to the castle and let him just loot our entire government, get rid of anybody who was investigating him, and then secure all of the government contracts for himself? Did you tell him that? Or did you do that after the contest? Reportedly, Dark Batman is trying to prevent all of us from seeing the records from Doge. So we were able to pay them $8 million a day, and we did not see a single cent of waste, fraud, and abuse that was actually saved, all the while we spent more money for him to be there. Did you tell them that? Is that what they picked? Was that a line item on your initiative? Or did you sneak it in afterwards? Just yesterday, the Joker denied FEMA assistance to North Carolina. During the contest is when Hurricane Helene happened, and they were screaming from the rooftops about how they needed a better, faster, more efficient emergency response. And now he's just saying, whoops, sorry, sucks for you. Is that what they picked? Is that what they were screaming? Because I don't remember that either. Don't get me wrong, for a lot of people, the suffering absolutely is the point, and they are thrilled at all of the destruction and cruelty that you guys are carrying out. But I think that there are a lot of constituents that regret what they did, and they're stuck there silent because you guys have told them that anybody who says anything against you is crazy and has TDS. But there are people who absolutely believed him when he stood next to the Bible because, he couldn't actually touch it because he'd probably burst into flames, and said that he was going to protect the Constitution. And he is objectively not. So miss me with that. If you believe in what you're doing, stand 10 toes down on it, but don't blame somebody else for your actions. We have a representative government because you're the one who is supposed to know better. If we didn't, every single person would just vote on every single issue. We choose people to represent our best interests, people who are well informed and who can make the best decisions for your constituents. You're not doing that. And you know deep down in your heart the best interest of the people in your communities is not him. You may have been able to gaslight them into thinking that this is what they chose, but I remember what you said and it looked nothing like this. We told them. You did not. And you ought to be ashamed of yourself. If you enjoyed this video, give me a like, comment, and a follow. Join our Blue Clan. It's nice and cozy over here. And as always, keep your eyes up, keep your feet on the ground. I'll see you next time. Ta-ta!